Hi, and welcome to day 25 of the Dry Jan plan. We're in our last week now. How exciting if you've managed to do the whole of January without having any alcohol at all. How are you feeling? It's like a massive achievement, isn't it? I remember just being so elated. I was like buzzing on this energy. It's like, we call it the pink cloud in the sober space. And it's like just this new energy that you get and this real belief in yourself that you can actually, finish this and do this. I volunteer for a wellbeing charity in Stamford, and one of the ladies who, right at the beginning of the Dry January time that we have together, she joined the course and wasn't sure whether she was going to drink or not. Anyway, she didn't say which way she was going to go, and the following week she said she hadn't drank, and the following week she said she hadn't drank. And they had a quiz at the local pub and she didn't drink, and then there was something else going on at the local pub and she didn't drink. And today she's flying off to Vienna for the week. And she said she's really enjoying not drinking. So it's like amazing when you get that mindset around, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to challenge myself and just be curious as to where it leads you. And today I want to talk about our thoughts and thinking, because what we think really does matter. Every thought you think matters because it changes your brain. The actual physical side of your brain changes. It's called neuroplasticity. And it's absolutely amazing. Our brain is such a wonderful, wonderful thing. And we can just flip it and change it and start thinking about something else. And it just rewires those pathways. It's fascinating. I just love neuroscience. I think if I had another life, I think I'd become a neuroscientist because I find it so fascinating. So you really have created your reality and you shape your brain with your unique thoughts because nobody else thinks like you. You're unique in the way that you think. No one thinks like you. No one will ever think like you because there's only one Carol. There's only one, you say your name. There is something you can do that no one else can do. And we often compare ourselves and think they're much better than me, or I'm not as brainy as them, or, maybe I should make an effort and be more like them. But you are you and you are unique, and embrace that because there'll never be another you ever in history as there being a you, and never in the future will there ever be a you. And you just embrace that. The more you discover how you uniquely think and how you think, feel, and choose, and how you choose to be, the more you'll understand the blueprint of your incredible identity, because it is incredible. We've all got our own blueprint, all got our own DNA. And, you may know your purpose. I've got a deep faith, a Christian faith, and I believe I've been put on this earth for a purpose, and I am fulfilling my purpose now, educating people around a substance that is a mind-altering substance that can really change the way we behave and think and can really have a hold on us. And I believe it's my purpose here to educate people so they can make informed choices around alcohol. And the more you discover who you are at your core, the more you will love the person you were created to be. Because alcohol is a mind-altering substance. And our society tells us that it's the elixir of life. It's the thing that we turn to when we're happy, when we're sad, when we need confidence, when we need to relax. It's the thing that we turn to. And I just want you to, I hope you have anyway, questioned whether or not that's actually true. Is it really true that your evening drinking relaxes you? And again, go back to the episode when I talk about anxiety and how actually drinking increases our stress hormone, cortisol, and actually makes us more anxious. So all the thoughts around alcohol and listening to my dry Jan plan for this month, I'm hoping that you're beginning to question. And if you're into neuroscience, I would highly recommend following on Instagram, if you're an Instagram person, the brain doctor, Dr. Faye Baghetti. She's a neuroscientist, and what she shares on Instagram is amazing, because she talks about the structure of our brain and how we can change the way we think and how habits can be formed. And they can be formed really easily. We've just got to catch those thoughts when they pop in. So go and look for some literature. Again, go and listen to some other podcasts around alcohol or around habit changing. Atomic Habits is a really good book. It's by, who's it by? I've got it on my bookshelf. I can't actually see it. But there's lots of books out there. Winning the War in Your Mind by Craig Groeschel is another one. If you're into self-development, I would highly encourage you to start reading more and start questioning your thought patterns, because we often act on our emotions, our feelings, and they come from thoughts that pop into our head. But those thoughts aren't real unless we make them a reality. So if you get up in the morning and you think, I'm going to have a really awful day because I've not slept well, well, guess what? You'll have a really awful day. But if you get up and think, I've not had the best night's sleep, but I'm going to make the best of today and focus on the positive things and pick out things that you're going to enjoy during that day, your day, you'll have a completely different outlook and a completely different experience of that day. It sounds easy, but it's not always easy. It's hard to catch those thoughts, but we can get on that thought train and we can be off wondering and just being in a doom and gloom negative sense of thinking before we even realize it. So it's just being aware, and it is all about awareness, aware of what we're thinking and what we're going to do with that thought. And our thoughts are often molded from our experiences in life. And if you've had an experience in life where alcohol has always been a happy thing to have, even though it's had negative consequences, then you've just got some rewiring and some rethinking to do around alcohol, because subconsciously it's been fed into your psyche that it's just what you do. And we don't think any different about just picking that glass up until we actually come across something like this and a podcast or a book or something on Instagram or, Facebook, where people challenge us to actually think about what we're doing. So I'll leave you with that today about your thoughts. Again, I really want to hone in on thoughts this last week, really, and encourage you to think of how you're going to move forward with alcohol into February. So take care, and I'll catch you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.